Hey, what's going on, guys? Mr. Salway, checking in. Want to go over your bridge presentation and want to get through what you can do when you are thinking about working on your presentation and how you're going to show it to everyone. So first of all, this is just an outline. And remember, the biggest thing here is that you're making a visual aid. This is going to be something that shouldn't be a script. You can have note cards up there when you present if you'd like, but it shouldn't be something that everyone has to read off of. Now, your presentation possibilities. The first one we're going to talk about is a green screen. If you haven't done a green screen before, they're similar to an iMovie. You're going to write up a script, and then you're going to sit in front of this green screen, and you will select images, videos that will be behind you. So you'll record yourself, and then you'll be able to select the images that are going to pop up behind you. Pretty cool, good possibility, especially if you don't want to be in front of the audience speaking a lot. The other one's a PowerPoint. You can do what I'm doing right now. You can have a voiceover with it. You could do iMovie or WeVideo, where you are kind of putting in pictures, kind of like what we did for the Woods project, Reading the Land project, rather, where you are putting in images and you can talk over it. That would be similar to your voiceover. You can use Prezi, Amaze, those are the things. But if you are doing a presentation, you want to have minimal to no text. You really want to be able to elaborate. You want to have data and numbers and quotes, stuff that's going to make your whole thing stronger, and it's not just your opinions. Have images, and more images. That's what people want to see. Keep your audience involved throughout your presentation. If you have a green screen or a voiceover, that might be a little bit more difficult, but still not impossible. But always getting your audience, answering questions, have them visualize things, take a poll, whatever. And you don't need to title the slides, just have the information. And obviously practice. If you're going to present, you need to videotape yourself presenting, edit stuff. If you voice over, you can dub in some music before and after, like I so stylishly had at the introduction of this one. So just because I'm saying you don't need a lot of the information on your slides, I'm not saying that you don't need this information. The more you know, the easier it's going to be. So you should actually stop and take a second to think about what has made your current issue presentations the best. Was it that you really knew the topic? Was it that you researched multiple resources? Did you watch some video on it, read stuff on it? Was it that you practiced presenting it? Did you integrate presentation skills? Really, the most power you can have over your presentation is knowledge. It's going to make you more confident, and it's going to make your presentation that much better. So next we're going to talk about, like, all right, well, I'm starting to do my presentation. What should I be doing this on? Well, what you can think about is that you're trying to convince the audience that your bridge is the most important bridge in the world and that it's worth every dollar. And you're really convincing them that you could also say that they should travel there, and you could be a travel agent. You could sit and be, if you're doing a green screen or something of that nature, you could be like a news anchor, and you could be doing a report on it. But it's really to let the audience know how great your bridge is, what its impact is, and especially on the surrounding areas. So you can use persuasive techniques, make them want to just really know the importance and the importance that it has on its area. Remember, that's how we're connecting it to the standards. So from here on out, this is going to be the format, somewhat of a template for how you can structure your presentation, or if you're doing a voiceover or an iMovie, not so much for your green screen, but you'd still want to have these contents, a hook, some way to get your audience really interested right off the bat. Then you can tell them your bridge name, your name, maybe if there's a reason behind the name. Get some maps of your bridges, one with the relative location. So like, where is it in the world? Like if you have France, where is France in relation to the United States? Where is it in the world map? And then a more specific map with like the cities that it connects. There really shouldn't be any words in the slides. And another thing, make sure you know how to pronounce the cities, the countries that you are going to be putting in there. You don't want to be up in front of the audience and not really know what to say here. Background on the connecting area, you should use online culturegrams. It's Wildcats100 for the username and password. Get some info on that area. This is a history, dates of your creation. You can put some interesting facts. Were there problems during your creation of your bridge? Some renovations. But, you don't need to force this slide. If you don't have anything of significance, that is okay. Bridge history. Continued. So some interesting facts. Why did they build this? This is really going to be one of our main points there. Oops. So what was the importance? Why did they do this? Put some costs, anything. And one of the reasons that this is going to have so much text is that if you can use this, and when you go to make this presentation, you'll have all these bullet points and exactly what to put on there, and you can just delete this, file, make a copy, and delete out the lines and put in your own. Architect and designer, list the architect and designer, and if they've done any other important work, you should get some image of those people and their company signs, slides. It says no words, but if you have their names, that's fine. Once again, the importance, the purpose of this bridge. Everyone knows that it's to get across the river to connect these two cities, but why was it so important to connect these two cities? Strengths and weaknesses of the bridge or your bridge type. Why did they pick this specific bridge to build there? There's obviously going to be pros and cons to all the different bridges. Money, what kind of natural hazards there are and what plays on it, and why they would pick those specific ones. Next, your dimensions of your bridge. So that's length, width, height, all of that. And when you're saying this, don't say it's 378 feet across and 1,000. No, you should compare it to something. So you could compare it to, it's 2 football fields across, and it wouldn't be that, but it spans 10, whatever. Just compare it to something that people would know, a football field, a soccer field, the Eiffel Tower, or whatever. Once again, this might seem a little redundant, meaning I'm repeating it, but these uses of the bridge, why is it there? How does it improve the area? What would happen if it wasn't? Is there tourism there? Travel? Is it a tourist destination in itself? Is there important cities that it helps to bring around? What would happen if this bridge wasn't there? And, why should they visit your bridge? Why is it cool? A recap, just a summary, highlights of your bridge and the area. You could put some words on there, but get it back. Go into what's so great about this bridge. At the end, make sure you thank your audience for watching your presentation, and that's how really you should finish it. You could have a question section before that, but things to remember. 3 ways to get the audience involved. Use persuasive techniques. Practice, practice, practice. Be the sponge. Practice it, and you'll rock this presentation. Knowledge about all of this will make your presentation that much stronger. Edit it. Get it going. Have fun. And jam out. Because why not?